Hi, it's Autumn, the crafting enthusiast here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be working on this corner to finish off this row of the Christmas cabin for you today, and I will be filming a WIP and chat. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to sit down in my seat and get comfortable and have a little WIP and chat with you, my friends. So, yes, today is October 5th, or November. Apparently I'm stuck in October. November 15th. I do have my canvas turned to the side, so you're just seeing the bottom corner of the canvas right here of the picture. So, yeah, I'm just going to do a little WIP and chat here for you. I'll try to make it long enough to where everybody has time to, maybe get into a project, pull out a WIP, pull out something that you want to work on, work with me, and we'll get to this. So yeah, my name is Autumn, the crafting enthusiast here on YouTube, and I'm so happy that people have been enjoying my content. I play what I'm going to say in my head over and over, and I think, what am I going to talk about? Oh, I could talk about this, or I could talk about that. And today I'm just going to do like a proper introduction. So I live in North Dakota. My name is Autumn. I love to diamond paint, and I call myself the crafting enthusiast because there are many crafts, and I will talk about a little bit of them today, and some of them are highly interesting and unusual, and some of them, not really that heard of, and some of them are more common. Most diamond painters are not just diamond painters. So some people have I was just looking for this one. Can you see that? The U-turn. Some people have like to crochet, like to knit, like to do all that fun stuff on the side. So one thing I was going to tell you too is I have my B-Note pen. That is what I'm using today with glue dots in the tip. I have a large tray if there's a large amount of drills. I use a bigger tray. However, I prefer the Bella Art Dana Cole tray that comes with our kits. I have a Diamond Art Club putty pen, and there is a multi-placer on the end of that. I don't multi-place typically with squares. I have a pair of sharp tweezers and a trash tray from Add More Zest. It is very tiny. It's so cute. Here, comparison. Look at how tiny it is. There you go. All right. I think I might have to adjust my camera. Okay, we'll see if that works. Okay, now I'm gonna start here. I bump it. I apologize in advance. Okay, so I think I might need glasses. Got my glasses, and I'm gonna start putting down some drills here for you. I was thinking of doing this. I don't have to do it all the time, but a lot of you like, the little clip I did with my farm animals. And, that is fun. I'm going to put my clamp on here. Clamp it down. It is fun. And I know some of you probably will want updates on the farm animals, so I could film fun little videos for people to watch in some of my WIP and chats or some of my unboxings. Just put like a little clip, or just randomly do a farm update. Yeah, let me know what you want. If you want to see that, it's good. It's good with me. So I did a unboxing, or not an unboxing, I'm sorry, wrong word. I did a stash video first of my Dreamer designs, and then my second stash video was of my diamond dots And I do like my diamond dots. I like the, I do like, sometimes you just want, you know, something that you can finish quickly. There's the one I'm picking next. It's number 3. And so, yeah, that can be very, you know, gratifying to have something done quick. But I don't know why, I choose these larger paintings. And if you understood my logic behind it, you would, and a lot of people that do these larger paintings, you know, they might be able to understand what I'm trying to say. Each square is a start and a finish to me. So right here, this is so much confetti, it is insane. So it's going to take 2 hours to get through a 4x5 square here. So, and my papers are from Crafts with Crashly. I just got on her little shop and ordered a few different kinds. They're super cute. I'm probably gonna jump around a little bit on this. If there's only a few colors, I'm just gonna jump around and put them where I need to. I typically start here at the left-hand corner and build up and out, but sometimes I do jump around. If there's just confetti and there's only a few, I will put the ones, you know, kind of random wherever they need to be put. So I have a few more Diamond Art Club to unbox for you. I'll do another unboxing for you. Some people like unboxings and some people like, you know, I mean, I don't know. I like watching unboxings. I like the short ones. I like the long ones. I don't even care. I like the long ones, and also the long WIP and chats, because I missed a few. Because then I can just tune in and not have to search for, you know, a different YouTube every few minutes. Or I hit the play next feature, play next in queue, and that's really handy, because then you don't have to stop and look for anything. You just play next in queue. So I'm going to do this one next. This is, hope I won't struggle with these. This is an AB, Aurora Borealis. So they give an extra shine. And one thing I wanted to say to you guys, and I might say that a lot, one thing, I want to say thank you to all the people that are subscribing to my channel. And I want to say thank you to all the people that are viewing my videos and that are commenting. You guys are making this so much fun. I'm having so much fun. You know, it's just so cool to meet all you guys. So many diamond painters out there. So many different crafts out there, you know. It's really cool to hear your guys, what you guys have to say. And just know what you're thinking, you know, because you guys have, I'll show you what you want to see. If you want longer WIP and chats, I'll give you longer WIP and chats. I'll do my best, even if I film them for 2 days and then lump them together so that it looks like, you know, so that it's 2 hours of filming. That's good. I don't mind doing that. I'm pretty okay with editing. It's okay. And if I can't find anything to talk about, I'll give you guys a pretty little song to listen to while I speed through the square. But I really wanted to finish this square up with you. And, you know, there's a lot of these sprinkled throughout. I don't know if I want to. I'll just do it. Okay. I'll just jump around. So jump around on the canvas here. I prefer square diamond paintings, like square drill. Not square. I mean, I don't care the shape of the diamond painting, whether it's portrait or landscape. I like square, the square diamonds. I do like the round if I want something, you know, kind of quick and I can multi-place on a round. That's good. So that this is my favorite. If I'm looking and I'm looking for a design, sometimes the design will sell me whether it's square or round. I don't care. If I like the picture, typically I just, I buy an image, and a lot of times without even understanding or knowing, I'm buying the same artist. Every time I buy an image, it's so funny how I'll gravitate towards a specific artist just because their art is something that is aesthetically pleasing to me. I typically don't buy a lot of, this one it's called Christmas Cabin, but by Dona Gelsinger, but it's not, it's more seasonal to me. It's not really a Christmas type. I'm sorry if I'm shaky. I haven't eaten yet today. To me, there's a wreath on the door, and that's the only thing in this that really screams Christmas. Okay, that I typically don't buy anything with a Santa in the background and or anywhere in it, just because when I do a diamond painting this large and I want to put it up, I want it to be up for like the whole winter. Maybe some people are, feel differently about that. So I tend to lean more towards seasonal rather than holiday. That makes sense. So if there's a pretty wreath on the door, that's a little bit holiday, but it's not hugely holiday. So yeah, there's a junk drill. Okay. Let's see, what else? If you hear noise in the background, that's my kids. I let them have the day off of school because they did school on Veterans Day, and they kind of wanted that day off, but I kind of made them do it anyway. So I told them that they could have today off. So they're out there doing their chores and making their lunch and doing their kid things. So they're good kids. Really well self-policed. They're really good kids. I'm gonna put a little bit more in my tray here. So I had on the topic of different crafts. I do knit. I haven't knitted for a little while. I just kind of go through my crafts randomly. I don't know. I'll go from this to, I don't 100% ever put diamond painting down, but I'll go from this to knitting to crocheting. I have a couple of really big projects when it comes to crocheting. And yeah, so my cousin called from Battleground, Washington, and her daughter wants me to knit her a baby blanket. So I also think I might knit a few because I feel like I owe it to my another family member. She has a couple of babies, and I think she wants me to knit her a couple of baby blankets. So I'll probably be knitting for a little while, but this yarn that I have is so chunky. It's like a really chunky yarn. So I had to order special needles. I literally tore my house apart yesterday looking for the right size of knitting needles, and I couldn't find them. I have straight, but not, they have to be connected by a cord because I want to actually make it into a blanket. So I don't, gotta pick that up. Yeah, I don't have the right size needles, and it's like, and when I say huge, they're huge needles. They're like size, I think 50 US. So it's a super chunky chenille type yarn. So I'm gonna do that when I get those knitting needles in. So yeah, that's exciting. It's exciting. They want me to knit them a blanket, and that makes me happy. That makes me happy that they would ask me to do that. So yeah, she's excited to get a baby blanket. If I miss any of these, no, don't let it bother you. I always, if I skip, there is almost 100% chance that I'm going to miss at least one. Okay, when it's a square this big, and I don't mind pulling out colors. I don't mind confetti. It doesn't bother me. So I'll just have to switch colors a lot. So. And I'm getting more used to my trays. My tray setup, like all the numbers and where they're located in the trays. So that just makes it a little bit easier to find them quickly. Yeah, not picking them up. And then I can move through the colors a little bit quicker. I might have to change out my my glue dot. It's not wanting to pick these up. Sometimes they get dirty with ABs. They tend to get a little bit more dirty, which I guess you kind of want because otherwise it won't pick them up. I don't really like, I don't know why, okay? This might sound really weird to some people that really like to place their ABs with putty. For some reason, the putty that I have, sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. The putty that I have, any putty I have used, to me, looks like it's leaving a film on the AB. And maybe, is it one of those things that, this is a fairy dust, by the way. I don't know if you can see that pretty shine. Look at that. It's beautiful. What was I going to say? So, okay, that's it. I was thinking, some people talk about wiping it off when they're done. Does that, it just removes like the wax and the, I've never done that. I've never wiped off a canvas. And if it leaves, I suppose that would be the more reasonable thing to do if it was leaving a film on the ABs and it was dulling them. But I think that's just one more step that I kind of want to eliminate. I don't really want to have to do that, but I suppose if there was like a bunch of dust and hair on the edges, I would do that. Yesterday when I said I was tearing my house apart, I found in my living room, I have a coffee table that's kind of like a storage spot. Like you can open the top and there's storage inside of it. I found from when I first started diamond painting a box of stored drills. They were squares and round in a box. And I was like, what? I didn't even know I put those there. Have you guys done that? Store something and be like, where did I put it? And then find it a year later or 2 years later. In my case, it was quite a while ago because I've been diamond painting since 2021. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I scoured my house. I'm like, where? I thought I had those knitting needles. I thought, and they're not expensive. I just don't, I mean, I don't want just any knitting needles. I want it to be the ones that have the cord so that it's all connected, so that all you have to do is flip the blanket back and forth when you're knitting. And I have taught myself how to knit backwards, so you don't even have to. It sounds really funny. You can look this up on YouTube. There's videos of people that and I learned how to do it. But you knit, so you knit across this way, and you don't flip your work. You just knit backwards. So you would kind of be knitting with your left hand. And with some things, I'm pretty ambidextrous. Like with spinning, I can spin a yarn, draft it with my right hand, and if my right hand gets tired, I can draft it with my left. It's just something that I've learned how to do with all the experience. I started spinning when I was, oh man, I think I started spinning wool on my spinning wheel in 2016. So it's been a long time. And it was a self-taught process. I only did after I figured out the ropes and got comfortable with the spinning wheel and the speed of my feet, and because there's a whole bunch of things that come into play when it comes to spinning. You have to know your ratios of your bobbins and stuff like that. And once you get comfortable with the drafting and the moving of your feet, because you're paying attention to several different things at once, you kind of get into a zone where that's like a muscle memory. You just know. And then what I did was to learn how to spin different weights of yarn. I learned that I took a class on School of SOS, School of Sweet Georgia, I believe. And they did some spinning classes on their website. So, and she's over in Oregon, I think. But she has some online classes and some teachers that put, they just put on some classes. So I paid for a little bit of classes and understood how to draft so that your yarn will stay even. So it's not, when I first started, it's like chunky and then thin, and then chunky and then thin. And when I got better at it and I took that class, I learned how to draft in a way that the yarn would always come out. And it is a math. There is some counting, there's some math, there's some understanding the ratios. And so I know I might be getting a little technical in there, but that is one of my crafts. And I did a video on me spinning on my spinning wheel. And I didn't go into detail. I just wanted to show you that was one of the things that I really enjoyed doing, and pick it up occasionally. If I can't find a color of yarn that I want or something like that, I'll dye the wool. I do have the dyes, Dharma acid dyes. Some people like to dye their wool with natural stuff. I just dye the wool, and it's a protein. The wool is a protein, so you want a protein dye, and Dharma is an acid dye company. So if you're dyeing a plant protein, you use vinegar would be your vinegar. Some people say salt, but I've never used salt in my dye bath, in any dye bath I've ever done. But you put what am I doing next? So for plant-based, you do like food dyes. Food dyes work really well. So for plant-based, so like cotton and stuff, any of those, the best way to dye those is with, I moved my canvas, sorry. The best way to dye the plant-based is with plant-based material or plant-based dyes, and protein-based, animal-based, wool, stuff like that. Anything that comes off an animal takes acid dyes better in a dye bath. So that's just my way of doing it. Everybody has a different way. And there's lots of videos out there of people that, dye these wools at home and like have Etsy shops, and they sell the wool and the dyed wool. And not just the dyed wool, but the dyed yarn. So I gotta adjust this. There. So they'll take, and these are my clamps. I do have a clamp up on top there and here, and then over on this side too, over there. So it's just clamped down so it's not jumping around on me or sliding. So I'm staying in frame. So that's another thing I really like to do, is work with wool. So I have sheep. They are my wool sheep. and I have 4 bags. So there's 4 fleeces down. I need to get them out. I haven't washed them. It's kind of hard to do it in the winter. I mean, you don't really want it when you're washing your wool and you're doing it in such hot water that it's melting the lanolin off of the sheep or off the wool. When it's that hot, you don't want to necessarily do that in your kitchen sink or in your house, because that lanolin, once it cools, it will thicken. So it'll like plug your drains, if that makes any sense. So I typically would rather wash the wool outside in a wash bucket, and just in the past, how I've done it is my water heater, I'll just turn it up to the highest temperature and run a hose from down where the water heater is and outside, and fill up that wash basin and just soak it. You don't scour it because you don't want to felt it. Like, you don't give it a lot of, you don't rub it around. You just let it sit with Dawn. Most people use Dawn dish soap to melt away that lanolin. So, and then after that, you put it in the sun, or even if you want to dry it in your house, you kind of just want to put it where there's a fan and the air is moving so that it'll dry. And once it's dry, you take it and you like take the locks, and I can show you, you pull it apart like this, and you just kind of pull the locks apart, and then you comb it. Some people can spin from those locks, and some people can, or some people put it through wool combs. I have the wool combs. I have cotton combs. I also have a drum carder. So I put the wool. It's not a very wide one, and it's a hand crank. It's not like one of the fancy ones where it's got power and it runs on its, it just spins on its own and you just add wool. It's not like that. It's a hand crank one. Because I typically don't process, a lot of wool. I don't need that bigger one. If I had a shop or something where I was doing it for, sale, maybe, but they're really expensive and I have to feed my family and I can't, yeah. Food comes first before my hobbies, but that's why I got my sheep, so that I could process my own wool. And they are Cheviot. I got them from a shepherd down in it's just above Bismarck. It's a little town just above, I think it's by Glenolan, North Dakota. But he's a shepherd out there. He's got like 300 head of sheep, and I got them as baby lambs. I do have pictures of them when they were little babies, and I bottle fed them until they were abandoned by their mothers. All the ones that I have, either their mother died or they were rejected. So I got 4 and I brought them home and I bottle fed them and just gave them lots of love and attention, and that's why they are as sweet as they are. And they're not really, Josie, she's the female. I think female tend to be a little bit more, they tend to be a little bit more distant, and I think that's nature. That is supposed to be that way because they're in their role. If they were to have a baby lamb, they would protect that lamb. So she can, if she doesn't want to be messed with, she'll just, be a little bit more standoffish. But I think that's the normal role of the female, because that's the mother role, where they're going to protect their young. And I'm still debating on whether I want to have a bred or not. I don't know if I want baby lambs running around. They're a lot of work. They are a lot of work. So, yeah, I'm thinking about that. I'm not sure if I want to have them bred. He said I can bring her down and have her bred down there, but I don't know if I want to do that or not this year. So they are just now, not just now, but this last April, they just turned a year old, and just part of the way into summer. I don't know, I think it might have been July. I had them sheared. I had a professional shearer come in and shear them. And I plan on doing the hoof trimming myself. I'll figure it out. I'll do the hoof trimming. I've never done it before, but yeah, if they're on soft ground all the time, then they need their little hooves trimmed a little bit more often. But if they're on rough ground where it kind of just keeps them worn down. So yeah, but I'm not opposed to learning how to do that. But yeah, they're just a little over a year old, and they are little comedians. They're pretty funny. They all have their own little personalities, and to me, they're like big dogs. I think of them like big, sweet dogs. And sheep are more responsive when you lead them. Goats are more responsive when you herd them. So I used to have baby goats, and that's a whole different story. But the miniature Nigerian dwarf, I don't have those anymore. But they are more stubborn than the sheep. The sheep are a little bit more easy to work with. So on a little bit of housekeeping, and this is just, sometimes I can say stuff and not be 100% clear. You know, maybe someone wants to read between the lines, or be presumptuous, or, and this goes for life in general, presumption and assumption. They can both get you into a little bit of trouble. So to be presumptuous is to assume that someone's just gonna, do whatever you want. I'm not like that. I will do a lot of stuff out of the kindness of my heart, because I know that kindness is a gift of the Spirit, and I am nothing if I am not kind. And I look at kindness and listening as an important trait. It's an important, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, because we're supposed to listen more than speak. So I hear you guys. I listen. I want your input. I want your ideas. If I am asked to do something, film along or WIP and chat, I'm good. I can do that. I don't mind. I can't always find stuff to talk about. I will do my best to fill that time with, good comments, something that will help someone grow, something that is encouraging. We're supposed to encourage each other and be kind. However, I have, oh my gosh, how do I put this? I have a large stash of my aesthetic. I don't get PR packages. I am not endorsed by anybody. What I get is what I use my own money on. If I have something in my stash and you want to see it better, I'll show you. I will do a video just to show you, and all you got to do is say it in the comments. However, if I do not have it in my stash, and it's not necessarily my aesthetic, I wouldn't imagine that I would really want to do that project. So we're all like that. We all buy, unless you're part of a PR, or someone's sending you something to review, and it doesn't cost you money out of your own pocket. That's a different story. Totally different story. but I will show you in depth as much as you want out of my stash. I can't, like, it would be silly and asinine to just run out and buy every little thing that everybody wanted to see, right? So if I have it in my stash, I will show you. If you don't feel like I maybe gave it enough justice by, maybe I did a quick, like with my stash, some of the stuff, my stash, part 1 and 2, I did open some boxes that I hadn't opened before and show you. But those are in my stash because they are part of the aesthetic that I like. And everybody's like that. You don't want to do a piece of art that isn't something that, that really appeals to you and people spend money on. And this money is real. Like, it's not fake money. I literally, what I have, I bought with my own money. I do not get endorsed by anybody. So I just wanted to make that really clear. I don't have someone sending me free stuff and saying, will you review this? And I'm doing this one next. So I just wanted to make that clear. When I say, if you want to see something in my stash that, when I say that, that means I can't just, if someone wants to see something, I can't just go out and buy it. I mean, they're expensive. They're 70 to, anywhere between, well, $50 to $70. I mean, anyway, you get my point. So if there's anything in my stash that you guys want to see clearer, I will show you. I'm not opposed to that. And if you want to see me kit something up in the near future, just let me know. I do have a few more places, suitcases. They're called little suitcases with bottles, I do have a few more of those available. I have one that I kind of set aside to do my the Haid in because it's got enough bottles in it. I do have the really extra large one from, I believe it's Ardot. I bought that, oh my gosh, a year and a half ago. So I bought that because I thought that maybe I would use it for storage. And then I come up with this other storage system that I like. I mean, maybe I can store special drills in it or something. But if I come across like a diamond painting that has 200 and some colors, that really large suitcase one with all the like 420 bottles in it or something, that one, I could kit up, a really large Haid in that. And I like Haid, the Heaven and Earth Design diamond painting canvases. I have 3 of them. I think I said that before. And I will, I can do a video on those, and one of them I have all the diamonds for it, so I could kit it up on a video and show you guys if you want to see it. I think it's called Hummingbirds and Roses. I think I called it the wrong thing in the last video. One of my WIP and chats, I was talking about it, and I called it Butterflies and Roses, and it's actually Hummingbird and Roses. It's really pretty. It's a very pretty canvas. And you can get from Heaven and Earth Designs, the diamond painting canvases that they have. You can get whatever they have, in stock, or not in stock, that's not the word, but they have a list of the ones that they'll do either poured glue. You can choose poured glue or double-sided adhesive. You can choose, I think they even give you the option of like a printed PDF or whatever, a PDF to come with it. But I don't typically do that. If I do any kind of Haid cross stitch or otherwise, I do it through Pattern Keeper. But these are actually printed diamond painting canvases on Heaven and Earth Design. And it's a pretty large one. It does not come with the diamonds. You have to buy the diamonds. You have to produce or get those yourself, accumulate those from wherever you choose. There's lots of choices out there of where you can buy those. I bought mine from Diamond Drills USA. I have not. I need to go through those. I haven't done that. I haven't gone through the package and make sure they're all there. But I probably could do that just so you guys could see, because you want to like make sure you have them all before you go and start it. But their canvases are nice and clear. And another thing is you can choose black and white or printed. So printed in color, printed in color. So I do have one that's black and white. I think the Hummingbird and Roses is actually black and white. And the other ones that I have is, the other one that I have is color. I think I got one in color. So one or two. And so, yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do at diamond painting is kitting up. I love kitting up, and I love putting them away. So once you're done, you storing my drills, and there's little storage boxes. I love the organization of it. There's just something about the organization of there we go, of putting them away, doing a follow-up, you know, reviewing what you experienced. I love that. I love kitting up. I love the process. I don't care if it's single placing. I do like watching the videos where they're multi-placing. I feel like multi-placing is a talent with a square. I know you can slide the drills around and, you know, maneuver them a little bit with these poured glue canvases, but with, like, I've never done a double-sided adhesive yet. So I'll see. I have kind of a comparison video that I'm planning, but and they are kitted up, but that would mean that I would have to, even though they're kitted up and waiting for me, that I would have to have another start. And right now I'm working on two very large canvases. So this one's Christmas Cabin by Dona Gelsinger. It is a Diamond Art Club. The other one is Country Ladies. I think is it David Stevenson? Something like that. I don't have my iPad next to me, so I don't know. I'm not sure which. I think it's David Stevenson. But yeah, those are the two large canvases that I have going. I do have a Diamond Dots, the small one that I did start, but that was when we were kind of traveling, so I haven't got back to that one yet. I kind of get addicted to these larger ones, and kind of, I don't really time the minutes. I did buy myself a timer. I just haven't been religious enough about timing it. And a lot of people like to know how long it takes to do a canvas. And it really matters. What really matters is the color blocking versus confetti. So if it's confetti, it's going to take a heck of a lot longer to get through than if it's color blocking. And yeah, where you don't have to stop, change color, and stop and change color and do one or two or three at a time. So yeah, I haven't been like really good about taking the minutes. However, a square 4x5 with all the confetti usually takes me about 2.5 hours to finish it. So if I run out of things to say, I'll speed it up, put it to music, make it interesting so you can see the actual laying down of the drills really quickly, which is kind of fun to watch. I kind of like that. Okay, let's move on to the next color. Y is right here. This one. Okay. So my husband and my 15-year-old, he's almost 6. I keep saying 16. He's not 16 yet. Don't age him before they get there. He is 15, and I think they're gonna go hunting again tomorrow. They did not get anything last weekend. So yeah, they usually leave like really early so that they can get to where they want to be. I think you can be out half an hour before dawn and a half an hour before dusk. I think that's the rule. I'm not sure. But I mean, they know the rule. Maybe I'm not paying attention when they talk about it. So yeah, they're going to do that tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow I can do while they're gone and it's kind of quiet in the house and stuff. Maybe I do an unboxing for you guys. I got a couple of really fun ones I'm super excited about, like really excited about. And I really get, when I get excited about a canvas like that and I've got a couple big ones on the go, I get really motivated to get them done because I really want to move on. And I like doing post reviews. I like thinking like, okay, what did I like about this canvas? What did I not like about this canvas? Were the diamonds good? Was the glue sticky? Was it good quality? It's just, I don't want to have like, I have 2 large ones and I did start that diamond dot small one, but I don't want to have 5 large ones going. If I'm constantly switching between them, then it's going to take me even longer to finish one. And I love finishing them. I think it's so cool to take it, be like, okay, this is my last diamond. I'm putting my last diamond down, and then lay it out and just look from a distance. Because when you're up close, you're just looking at one color at a time. It's very pixelated. When you take it and you back away, you all of a sudden see the appearance of the detail. And so when I'm up close and I'm just placing one diamond at a time, I don't typically stop, pull it away, and lay it down flat and look at it and look at the detail that is on the canvas. So I like doing post reviews, like, saying, this is, oh, look at that, I missed some squares right here. Oh well. I love that. So, and then putting the kitting down. The kitting down process is so, it's just, I did love the organization of kitting down. When I'm kitting down also, I don't know what to do with my specials. Like, they're not, I mean, I'm talking like, I don't necessarily have a spot for the fairy dust and the ABs. I don't. I need to come up with I bought myself a box, and I think I'm going to try to organize those in that box, but I'm not quite 100% sure. I'm still debating how I want to do that. So yeah, we will see what happens with that. To be determined, right? So I'm beyond happy and like just elated about the warm reception that I have had on here on YouTube. You guys have made me feel so welcomed, and it's been such a nice journey, and I've only been doing it for almost a month, and yeah, it's been really good. It's been an amazing journey, and I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate your subscriptions. I appreciate your the like button, the kind words, the comments, the chats, listening or meeting new people, finding new channels that I had no idea that were even there. I mean, I've heard content creators, and I'm not pointing out any names, but I've heard content creators say that they don't consume content of other, like, and I one side of me can understand. I think we're supposed to support each other, and it's a journey for everybody. Everybody's got to start somewhere, and you need that support and that, camaraderie to push you on and create new content and, be a support system and a sounding board for other content creators. And whether they're beginning or whatever, they're still people, and they still need that support, that pat on the back, that good job, you did it. I'm big on that. And I would have to say that the bigger names, and I'm talking about people that are like big, not just in diamond painting, I'm talking about it in general. I think you get caught up in making content and you forget that there are people out there that are consuming your content, but they might also be a creator, and they maybe need, that support, that hit the like button, that subscription, I had so many kind people subscribe to my channel, and I don't know if I can put into words how that made me feel. It made me humbled beyond, and make me feel special. Like, wow, you are heard. You do have value. They do like your content, and I do want your honest input. I just, I, yeah, I don't. I think that we should be supporting each other is all. And I'm not perfect. I can find myself wanting to create content and forgetting that I need to, go support some channels. So that's a good reminder that we need to support each other. And I have had so much support, and everybody's got to start somewhere, right? So even if it's the bottom of the totem pole, and don't forget that you're just all people. Everybody's just all people, and we just need to be good to each other and kind and building up, because this world can be a very ugly place, and it can tear you down. And I think we need to remember to build each other up. There's a star. It's my next one. So, another topic. This is just crazy. My car is paid off. I love that. And I've said that in a previous video. Nothing is more nice. I love the fact that my car is paid off. However, guess what happened? My car is out of commission. It needs some updates or upgrades. Apparently, the radiator line is going out in the radiator, so my husband has that one. He can't do it this weekend. I'm glad we have another vehicle, but sheesh. I love my car. I don't want to drive another car. I don't care if it's our car. I don't want to drive another car. I want my car. I like my car. I have a Yukon XL, and I like my car. I don't want to drive a truck. And I like the truck. It's nice. It's pretty. I don't want to drive it. I want my Yukon. But my husband's too busy. Right now, he's got to go hunting this weekend. He's always doing something, and it's his time to spend with our son. So he's going to take him out hunting, and the car will just have to wait. Oh, well. That's what happens. You get it paid off. It's like the loan companies know, the banks know the life of the span of the vehicle, when it's going to need upgrades, and that's what you get it paid off, and then bam, all of a sudden you gotta work on it. Something happens. Not just the way it is. So yeah, that happened. And here's another thing. Day before yesterday, I didn't film a WIP and chat because my sister came over in the morning. She needed to use the computer, my youngest sister, and print some stuff off. And we hung out for a little while, and then laundry needed to be done. So I did laundry all day, and then I made dinner, and then my mom came over in the evening. So my whole day was just completely taken up with tasks around the house and housekeeping and stuff like that. So I didn't say I folded the clothes. I just say I did the clothes. I washed them in the wash machine. Actually, my wash machine washed them and dried them. My dryer dried them. But I didn't fold them yet. Oh my gosh. You want to know something? It'll sit there and wait for me. It'll wait for me. Any chores around the house? It'll wait for me. They're not going to do themselves. So, yeah. There's not little laundry fairy coming around, folding your laundry for you. A dish fairy. Well, I mean, everybody has their chores, so 2 of the kids trade off the sweeping, and the Addie and Jace, they trade off sweeping and doing the dishes. So every other day. And then Gavin does a lot of the farm chores. So he'll go out, because I can't carry those big bags of feed. I go out and play with the animals too, and I do help. I gather eggs and all that stuff that I need to do. But he has, so he gets an allowance. I don't believe in paying your children to do the things in life that need to be done regardless, because they need to learn how to do them if they're going to ever move on out of our house and move on with their life. And have it's called adulting. I have days where I don't want to do it, but I do it anyway, and that's called self-discipline. But I don't believe in paying them to keep their room clean or paying them to do the chores. I think that's just something that needs to be done, and they need to learn that self-discipline. That's good. That's something that's good. But Gavin earns an allowance. So if he wants an allowance, he does a lot of the farm chores, and yeah, that's what we do. That's just how we run things. If they want an allowance, I would be willing to give the other ones an allowance if I felt like they would do something above and beyond what is the regular. So like Gavin has, he goes out. It's hard work keeping a farm. So that's a lot more hard work. But if they were to go out and help, I would probably be more willing to give them an allowance. But I guess it's a work ethic thing, where if they learn how to do it, then they earn an allowance for it, I think they respect the money more. And if kids know that things don't just come free and they're worked for, then they appreciate what they get more. There's more right here and right there. I almost overlooked them. So there's that. So you might call me an old school mom. I just think it's good for them to know how to do these things. And when they get old enough, they do their own laundry. I don't think there's any harm in that. They have to know how to run a wash machine and dryer. It's a thing. It's how we do things around the Lehman household. And they do have their playtime. Weekends are gaming time. So my 10-year-old, because he's a gaming addict, and that's the one thing that I can use to motivate him. We only game on the weekends, because weekdays, you can hear my dog. He's just, for some reason, barking. He barks at everything. He's a Chihuahua. That's just what they do. But on the weekends, he might, play some of his favorite games. Mario is his favorite. But during the weekdays, we do school. We get up, we get going. We do school in the AM. And then, let's see, I gotta find this new color here. This is the one I'm gonna do. We do school in the AM. We do our chore. Fun stuff comes second. If he wants to watch his little YouTube channels, if he likes to watch the, I don't know, he just loves watching. He consumes a lot of YouTube toy stuff. Like, I don't know what it is about kids. You know how us adults like watching unboxings or haul videos? Kids are like that too. The kids like to watch the videos that have the unboxing of the toys, and then it reminds me of when we were kids, and we were highly influenced because of my era. We were highly influenced by the commercials that they would have on TV, all these new toys they come out with, and yeah. So we would constantly harass our parents. That's what I want. Will you get me that? I want that. And then we memorized the commercials, so we'd run around singing the commercials, like we'd be a walking commercial. Yeah, so he consumes that content, and then he's like, "Oh, Mom, I want this toy. I want that toy. I want to build this, or I need this Lego." And yeah, that's just so the consuming of just how much they consume the videos, or not just that, but gaming, all of that. I do limit that to the weekends, because, and on the weekdays, if they get their chores done and they're doing everything, they've been responsible, and it's a reward. It's just the way it is. And honestly, I think they need to be outside playing with their friends and stuff versus consuming content on a device. So I'm looking for the hearts. There's a lot of hearts. This is what I'm doing. Didn't show you, I'm sorry. The heart. So yeah, that's just kind of how we do. Today I was, I didn't finish day before yesterday. Okay, so I had on my Canon camera, my camera that I should be recording my videos on, but I'm not. I'm using my Z Fold 3. But on my Canon, I had pictures and little videos of family vacations over the years, family photos, watching the kids grow up. I probably had it for like 3 years. So there's a few years of pictures on it. And I got this new computer. I got a Lenovo from Costco. And it's, just this fancy machine. I'm not that tech. I'm not that high tech. I can do some stuff, but I'm not that high tech. And I thought, okay, if I'm going to start using my Canon for filming videos, which I'm a little bit leery of, I'm just afraid of making a mistake, but failure is the first step to succeeding. You gotta, even if you fail, you gotta move forward, right? You gotta try again, get back on that horse. So I took the SD card out of my camera, my Canon, and I put it into I think my son called it a dongle. I put it in the dongle, and I plugged it into the back of the computer. Okay. Upload, clicked upload, or import, I think is what it said, import. And so I did that, and I saw all the pictures there, and I was so happy. And I, right after that, because my son wanted all the pictures from when he was here and he was in uniform. He showed up in uniform for my son, my youngest son's birthday. His little brother, Jace, is 10. It was his 10th birthday, and Corey came home from Air Force Academy that day. And we were so excited to see him. I mean, so excited. He showed up. My husband told him, show up in uniform. So he showed up in uniform, and we took family photos, and it was Jace's birthday, so we all just kind of, we had a blast having gifts and just my son Corey, when he came home from the Air Force Academy, and boot camp, he brought his girlfriend, Kiara, and we hung out all day, and it was great. It was for a couple of days. It was just the most amazing time. And I took lots of pictures. And I hit import. Okay, I hit import. Now, I don't know how these fancy machines work, but I know I hit import. And I took that dongle out of the back of the computer. I hit import. I could argue this till the cows come home, okay? And I was in tears because I took that SD card, put it back into my Canon because I knew I hit import on my computer. And when you import pictures, it stores them in a file, right? And I don't know what I did wrong, but I took that SD card out of the back of the computer, put it back in my Canon, and deleted all those photos because I was going to reuse the SD card for, just reuse that memory, right? I could take more pictures and then I'll upload those, import those, and get that all done. So, day before yesterday, I was thinking, I kind of want to share those photos. I wanted to put them on my phone or whatever, and so you guys could see them. I'm going to ask Corey if it's okay if I post those pictures, but because I want to make sure he's okay with it. So I wanted to save those pictures, send them to myself so that I could share them with you, my subscribers. I wanted you to see some of my family. I sometimes it's easy to get a person's hands. All you're seeing is my hands connected to a voice, but not a face. So I was thinking, oh yeah, I want to share those photos. So I got back on the computer day before yesterday, and they were gone. They were gone. I had already deleted them from the SD card, and they were not stored on my Lenovo, and I was livid. I was so mad I cried. I was sitting there crying, like, how do I fix this? How do I fix this? I can't. Where are they? Where are they? And I freaked out, and I called Corey because he works for the Space Force. He works for the Air Force, but he was accepted into the Space Force. So he went to school to be a tech. He works in some really, really important stuff. We'll just put it that way. And I thought, if anybody's going to know how to fix this, it's going to be him. So I called him, and I was like, almost in tears, Corey, I lost all the pictures. They're all gone. I was shaking. I was so upset that I lost all these pictures. There are years of pictures of camping trips and, just family vacations and going to Mount Rushmore. I mean, there's so many beautiful pictures on this SD card. And I was like, can you help me recover them? I need to recover them. And he gave me a website. He's like, download this on your computer and put that dongle with that SD card back into your computer. And I found that D drive, and I used this website. It's a trusted website. I wish I could tell you exactly what it was called, but it was for data recovery. And I got most of the pictures back. It's almost like a reverse. Let's find the stuff that was lost or deleted. He's like, yeah, if you delete something, you're not 100% deleting it. It's still there. It's just slowly over time, and the way he explained it, it made me understand. So he's like, okay, let's do this recovery thing. It did cost some money. It was $100, but I got those pictures back. However, some of them, because they were deleted or they were over a period of time, they slowly just delete. even though you delete them off the SD card, he's like, they're still there. So you can recover them. They might not be all, the picture might look like it's getting deleted, like it's encrypted kind of looking. I don't know how to explain it, but I got most of my pictures back. I got all of the pictures that I had taken of that day when he came home from Air Force Academy. Those ones I had emailed to him, so I had all already in those were in my sent file. So I knew that are my sent emails. So I knew that I had those. I knew that I had those in my computer, so those were safe. But I was thinking about, what about all these other pictures that have so much? Because pictures are worth so much more than 1,000 words. They're memories. It's just, I was so sad. I was just so sad. I was so happy when I got them back. I was so happy. And they're not all there. I will be honest, they're not all there. And some of them are, only half the picture shows up. But I got a lot of them back. And I was like, he's like, okay, now what you got to do is you got to save this to your Google Drive. Or I think it's called Google Drive or something like that. So he showed me how to do that. Yeah, I'm not like tech savvy. I'm willing to learn, but I'm not. I can do some stuff. Like with this YouTube stuff, I can, and I learned how to like edit and stuff like that. So that's good. But, and it's like I said on my last WIP and chat, it's a little bit at a time. It's a process. So, and the older you get, the less. So it's almost like, okay, your brain hits an overload, and you dump information. So you might have known something 10 years ago, but at this point, you forgot it because, something else, you were learning something else. So then it's almost like it pushed all that information out. And so I'm willing to learn. It's just, it has to be a slow process. So, and if I can figure it out myself, it's way easier to keep the information in my head. And the more I do it, the better I remember. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, I know I might have said this, but I'm going to preface this. If you hear noise in the background, it's just my family being my family. They're just being doing their thing. So, yeah. So, what's going on tonight? It's the Mike Tyson fight. And yeah, some people might not be into that, but I love UFC, but we don't like spend the money on UFC. We don't consume that information, that stuff. I love watching UFC fights, but I don't spend the money on the fights. That's just, some people are okay with it. Some people like it. That's their thing. That's great. I'm not dogging anybody. We typically don't, even though I absolutely love watching UFC. It gets a little intense for me, and it can cause my fibromyalgia flare. But tonight is the Mike Tyson fight. So my sister is coming over, and my brother-in-law and their kids, and my mom. I'm sure my mom won't be watching just because it's not really her thing. But they're going to come over. So I got pizza for dinner. I'm trying to find this other symbol. Where is it? I went and stopped by Papa Murphy's, and I got a couple pizzas for dinner. And even though I don't eat pizza, I'll eat the toppings off the pizza, but I don't eat pizza. So, but even though, yeah, they're going to have pizza, I'm doing this one next. And we're going to have a fight night. I figured it doesn't start till 8. So And I'm not sure which channel to tune in. I don't know. I have no idea. I heard it was Netflix, but that's could be wrong. So yeah, we're gonna tune into the fight tonight. Everybody's gonna eat, and we're gonna watch the fight. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. And the kids will just have, like, I figured just snacks and stuff like that. But yeah, so they're gonna come over later. I think after dinner. I gotta find the letter P. Where is it? I haven't got these trays, these Elizabeth Ward trays memorized yet. So I sometimes have to search. I know where some of them are. I have them memorized, but not all of them. Yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. And then tomorrow, like I said, the boys are going hunting. And I want to let you guys know that sometimes I do repeat myself in videos, and I apologize. Sometimes it's because I can't think of something to say, and sometimes it's because, like I said, the older you get, the more your mind forgets. So, yeah, I apologize if that annoys anybody. I'm sorry. I guess it's part of aging. I don't mean to do that. And I have, when I preview my videos before I upload them, because I do preview them if I have to edit something, I have cut out clips that I'm like, well, I can't do that. I can't say that, I tend to have, maybe because of my era, maybe because of the way I speak, maybe have used some cliches, things like that. And when I use cliches, it is never in ill intent. It is literally, it's just the way I talk. It's maybe from the era that I grew up in. There was a lot of cliches, so they're never intended as as insulting, I guess is the word. It's never intended. That's not the way my heart works. I never intend to hurt anyone or say anything that would hurt anyone. I would never want to do that. That's not me. I'm way too sensitive for that. I'm tough, but I'm sensitive. And for those who don't know, kindness is a strength. It is not a weakness. Kindness is a strength. We can all choose to be, by life experience. We all have a choice. You can choose to be, regardless of how your life is, nasty, mean, angry, bitter, unforgiving. You can choose to be that. But you could also choose the opposite. And my opposite is kindness. Show kindness. No matter what, show kindness. And even if you don't agree, most things are not hills to die on. It's just, and there you go. There's another cliche, right? It's just really, when I show kindness, it is not a weakness. It is a strength. Because I could have chose to be mean and bitter and angry. I could choose that. We all have that choice. Choose each day who you're going to be, what you're going to do. It's really important because, kindness is a reflection of someone's soul. Someone's, it's a gift. It's a gift of the spirit. And we are all given that choice. And that is the beauty of life. We all are given a choice. And no one can dictate to you who you're going to be, what choice you're going to make, how you're going to be. And not only that, but how you're going to react to a situation. We all have a choice. And we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I might sound preachy, but I'm talking to myself. And one thing I've learned in my life, if I don't learn to forgive, like, and I mean this in the most sincerest of sincerities. I don't even know how to word this. Forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you. And I don't know if everybody's heard that. Forgiveness is for you. It's not for the other person that committed, you know, some sort of whatever against you. That person has to answer for themselves. But I choose that forgiveness means that I don't hold on to anger, resentment, bitterness. I don't hold on, because if you're holding on, that creates a soul tie to somebody that has inflicted pain on you. Now, everybody might not agree with me, and that's okay. I'm totally fine with that. But forgiveness doesn't mean that you forget. It means that you choose not to hang on and carry it with you. You choose to move on with life and be happy. Be happy. Life is short. Life is so short. I blinked and 50 years has gone by, and it is very eye-opening, and it makes life so understanding your own mortality, understanding how time works and how we're aging, and it's not for the meek of, or not meek, but weak of heart. That's for sure. Aging can be a painful process. I deal with it every day, and my mom does too, and I see her go through a lot. So I just want you to know that just because if someone's wronged you, if someone's wronged me, it is really important to feel it and then to move on from it, because you don't want to carry that. That'll cause it can turn into bodily pain from if you carry it. So don't carry it. Let it go. It's not about letting that person get away with something. That person will have to answer for it in themselves. I mean, they'll have to answer for it at some point. I just want you to know that that's just how I do things, because body pain is not fun to deal with, and unforgiveness can turn into body pain. So one thing too, and I've mentioned this in other videos to preface this also, diamond painting for me, I'm a process. I like to see the finishes, and I did say that previously in this video, but I am a process diamond painter. I am a process cross stitcher. I am a process knitter. I love the process, and it's nice to get to the end of the project, but I love the process. It's something with the movement of the hands, the placement of the drills, and whichever our arts and crafts thing I'm doing, I put my mind into. I put my time. Anything my hands are touching, I am unwinding and letting my mind wander and relax. And I don't know, are you guys process, like in the process, or like to see the product, like the product when you're done? See, everybody has, like, some people like to speed through, get them done, and see the progress. I'm a process. I love the process. It's so therapeutic and relaxing, and yeah, it's just what I like to do. Oh, I didn't tell you. Here, this is what I'm doing now. And I might miss some, and that's okay. I'll come back to them. Like I said, it takes quite a while to finish one of these squares, and these are very large squares. So, yeah. I'll think of something else to talk about. So, when it comes to health stuff, if I ever mention anything about my health in a sense of what I do, or herbs or vitamins or anything like that that I take, I'm not a doctor. It's not meant for health advice for other people. It's not meant for, hey, do this or do that. You know, I'm not a doctor. I can't claim to be one. I can tell you by experience what I take, what works for me, and why. But I cannot tell you to do what I do, because everybody's different, and everybody's bodies need, everybody's body's needs are a little bit different. So one thing, and I mean, in saying that, one thing I want you to know is I do take a lot of herbs, natural medicines, and I look at herbs and food as a medicine. It's they're tools for staying healthy, right? Or getting back to a healthy state. So in NAC is a form of glutathione. So I take that for brain health. I take I'm trying to think of the word for like your kidneys. There's juniper berries for your liver. There's milk thistle for your brain. There's NAC. I probably could give you a list a mile long of things that I've tried, herbs that I've taken, vitamins, supplements, things like that. So yeah, I try to keep all those things handy, so that and trying to live organic and live try to be healthy. It's not a cheap. They make it expensive, and I mean they, in quotes, the industry makes it expensive to live organic and healthy. So I do seek out those things that would help me feel better, would help me feel. Probably need to change my glue dot here. It's gotten dirty, I guess. Yeah, you guys are part of why I'm doing this, is to seek out like other diamond painters, other crafters, but not only that, I do this for mental wellness, but for YouTube, like making videos. I am doing for making videos. I do it not just to keep a log for me, but to find that camaraderie, and that seek people out. We're all spread out so far. It seems like it just all over the world. People are diamond painting, all over. And this is a tool to, dang it, pick that up. A tool for connection. You know, it's might not be really good at it, but I'm trying. I just think that it's really cool to hear from you guys. It's really cool to have that, you know, the internet to connect everyone. So yeah, I'm going to move on to number 1. Here's the number 1s. This is going to be a long video for those of you who like. Probably should say that at the very beginning, but this is a long video for those who want a longer whip and chat and want to know what's going on. And my life is pretty boring. I mean, I do what I gotta do. I cook, I clean, I homeschool. That's about as exciting as my life gets. I knew today I had a lot of appointments, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to have time to film a whip and chat, a long whip and chat for you guys. But yeah, I got up and kind of just got going and listened to a little bit of, answered some questions and listened to a little bit of podcasts. And this is number 3. I'm working on number 3. I think I've already had 3 out once, but I think I missed a few. I probably have more on there. So yeah, I got up and I had to go run some errands in town. I had to go to the chiropractor. I missed one out of the tray. And I had to pick up chicken feed. We were completely out of chicken feed. So I went and bought that at the grain bin. The elevator. Yeah. Let's see. So I went and grabbed chicken feed. I went to my chiropractor appointment, and from my previous whip and chats, y'all know that I hate grocery shopping, like with a passion. So I did an online order and went and picked it up. And I don't always agree with the substitutions, but whatever. It is what it is. I just say, yeah, that's fine, and get it and get out up there. I do not like going to Walmart. I hate going to Walmart. I would much rather do the online order and get out of there. There are some things that I prefer to go into the store and get. And yeah, pick out myself, because I'm not going to trust that they're going to know what I like or what I need. And their substitutions might not be what I really wanted, and so yeah, there's some things I just went and got myself. Like, it's really hard in this town to find just regular Topo Chico. No, still don't have it. They're sold out. It said available on the Walmart app when I was doing my grocery shopping, and they still substituted it for I mean, it's fine. I got Pellegrino, and I prefer glass, but this is my Pellegrino. Just seltzer water, basically mineral water. But yeah, I prefer. I mean, I went into Albertsons, and after I picked up my Walmart order, I went into Albertsons and pretty much bought them out of all their heavy whipping cream. I mean, there's a few things in my diet and there's only literally a few things in my diet, and heavy whipping cream is one of them for my coffee. So yeah, they didn't have it all week. There's like no heavy whipping cream in this whole stinking town. So when I saw it this morning, or when I went into Albertsons earlier, I took almost all of it. I think I bought like 6 containers of it. Oh my gosh. I guess that's what happens. I get frustrated. I'm like, well, if they get it in, I'm just gonna buy it all. Like, what are they gonna do? Tell me no? Oh my gosh. Yeah. If I know someone's standing behind me and in the store and I'm like looking and I want to buy it all and I know that's probably what they're going for, I'll leave one or two. That's so mean. But I get so frustrated when I can't. I mean, I don't get many things in my diet, and if I can't get those few things, I get a little bit. I'm already, restricted in what I put in my mouth, and if I want something, I just don't want to restrict more, I guess. So I'm going back to this color or this shape because the U-turn, because I overlooked one. So yeah, that's what I did today. And then I got home and we unloaded the groceries, got them all put away, and I just told the kids, I'm going to go film a WIP and chat. It's going to be a long one. And my daughter, who's 13, she's like, I'm trying to put stuff away, and she's taking stuff out. And I'm like, what are you doing? I got to go film a WIP and chat. She's like, no, Mom, I got this. Go ahead. Have fun. I got this. I'm going to clean out the fridge. She cleaned out the fridge. She wiped out the fridge. Yeah. Okay, this is the next one I'm doing. It's a diamond. There's another diamond on here. Let's see. Which one is it? Okay, can I show you something? I'm going to show you something. Look at this. Are you serious? Diamond, filled in, diamond, white. Okay, enough of that rant. Just had to show you that. So you got to really, some of these diamond paintings that have lots of colors that are, confetti heavy, and they like reach for shapes or symbols for the, to fill in however many colors. There are 77 colors in this diamond painting, so there's lots of confetti, and some of them, they look too much alike. So you really have to be on your toes with some of it, like really pay attention so you're not just throwing them down. There's another one that really threw me for a loop. It's this one, and I'm gonna find it. Oh, this one and this one. So if you're not paying attention, that's my chair squeaking, by the way. That's not me. Not paying attention. Yep. You could place the wrong drill in the wrong spot. Oh, that's V. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm going to put this down. Right here. See what I mean? There's a lot of... And look at... See, there's a V and an up arrow right there. Or, I mean, an up. Like, it's a V, but then an upside down V. Oh, if you don't pay attention, place the wrong drill in the wrong spot. I'm going to do 310 next. It's just a black dot. Okay. What are you guys doing this weekend? Leave me a comment. Tell me what you're doing. What are you up to? You guys, anybody else going out hunting? I think there's 2 weeks left of hunting season here. And so since my husband puts in so many hours at work, I mean, he's limited to just the weekends. Yeah. So the next 2 weekends will be taken up doing that with him, for him. So I try to do as much as I can around here when he's not here. I can't always do all this stuff, but I can do a lot. It's just I have to be careful and not injure myself because, yeah, everything seems to fall apart if I go out of commission. It seems like, yeah, if I have a bad day, it's hard on everybody, not just me. Boy, it sounds loud out there in the living room. I wonder what the heck's going on. I've been talking so much. I'm not used to talking this much. I'm usually typically a very quiet person. And yeah, I sit down and diamond paint and you don't hear from me for a while. Because that's what I do. I will, for 5 hours straight, should be better about keeping track of my time on how long I'm diamond painting, how long it's taking me to get through even one row, and then I can kind of do the math and see how long this one's going to take me to get done with. But yeah, a square usually takes me quite a while. You know, I don't mean to, one thing I want to tell you is I don't mean to sound preachy. I'm talking to myself, and not just literally talking to myself here. I'm pointing the fingers at me, making sure that, you know, I'm staying humble and I'm staying faithful and truthful and loyal. I'm a very loyal person by nature. And I have a really hard time with people who aren't or weren't taught to be loyal. Loyalty is a characteristic that is very, oops, let me slide that like that. Loyalty is very important. Showing kindness is very important. Being patient is very important. Kindness is very important. Acceptance, being accepting of other people and all the different kinds of people that are out there. Acceptance is very important, I think, because everybody needs a form of acceptance. I mean, we all have been scorned or felt rejected, and we all need validation, and it's so important to validate people and be a listening ear, be understanding, you know, having grace for people. Oh gosh, we all have to live here, right? Why make it more harder than it already is? More harder. Does that make sense? Oh my gosh. You can tell I've been talking way too much. I'm going to take a drink real quick. If I get quiet, don't run away. I'm just going to take a drink. Yeah, real quick. While I'm filling in these 310s, I think once I get these 310s filled in, yeah, that's going to be quite a bit of the square. And if you hear my mic rustling, it's because I'm just making sure that it's not gone dead. Okay. I'm going to wet my whistle. There's another cliche for you. Wet your whistle. I'm getting parched here. So, yeah. Are you guys going to watch the fight tonight? I mean, not everybody's into that. I get it. But I think it's one thing that's being talked about a lot. But it's going around. And as for channel content, I want to know what you guys think of on my WIP and chats. If I can't think of something to say, and I speed the video up and I add music. You guys okay with that? Because some people are just using it as a podcast and they're, you know, doing their thing. Like for me, I listen to Lazy Retired Granny and I'll put her in my ear and go literally do my chores while she's in my ear. Even with Diamonds by Tita. They put them in my ear on my headphones and I'll listen to them while I'm doing my chores around the house, whatever I'm doing. So yeah, I mean, some people use this as a podcast and some people actually sit and watch. So in that aspect of a video, if I were to do that. Well, when I do that, I'm kind of more focusing, I guess, on the people that are actually watching. I'm struggling here. It's kind of loud out there, so forgive me if you hear. Forgive us if you hear everybody out there being loud and wild and crazy. I feel like I live in a zoo sometimes. I'm surprised my parakeet's not going crazy too. She can be obnoxious. Sometimes her squeaking literally makes me feel like anxiety come on. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, you need to go to bed for a little bit. I cover her cage and kind of give her some quiet time because she's gonna make me go nuts. But yeah, my parakeet, and then my dog barks at every little thing. Some days he's more anxious than others, and he'll bark a lot more, and I don't like quite understand what that's about. But I don't know if he's feeling my energy because I tend to have anxiety. But you know, that kind of comes with the territory of going through the change of life. So I tend to feel more on certain days. I have higher anxiety, and the coffee probably doesn't help that. But there's days where he'll bark at every little tiny squeak in the house. Like, what the heck are you barking at, dude? But I mean, that's kind of a Chihuahua thing. But some days he's like, it's some days it's maddening. I'm like, why are you barking so much? Every little thing. So yeah, get all these black ones placed and it'll come together here. It'll look more filled in. Okay, I need to replace my glue dot, I think. Oh, please. Okay, let's get these 310s done. Yeah, I paused the video for a minute. So yeah, I wanna know what you guys are thinking, what you think of my content. I've gotten a lot of comments on my little farm. Well, this isn't a farm channel. I could do fun little farm updates, and you know, I kind of was thinking maybe I'd take the camera out there and let you see my turkey, Tommy. And one of the things he loves is when I take scratch out. I just take the scratch and fill my hands up with it, and he'll eat right out of my hands. And he's super sweet. He's very, very gentle turkey. So, yeah, and you know, I didn't tell you that I woke up this morning. It was 19 degrees outside. 19, and our high today, I think, was, oh, I want to say it was like 53. I didn't check. I could tell you what it is right now. Let's see. Show you on my watch. It's 49 degrees and cloudy. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, that's my watch. It's a Fitbit. I track my sleep with it mostly. I don't really pay attention to my steps, and I'm active sometimes and not others. But so it's stinking cold. Okay, we're getting down into the teens at night, and tomorrow I'm going to build a fire. I'm just not. I'm not going to be in the mood to go anywhere tomorrow. I can't believe the guys are going hunting. It is 38 degrees tomorrow for a high. Snow and 38 degrees. And yeah, no. I'll be building a fire. Maybe I'll put up the Christmas tree because I want to get that up. Typically I do the Christmas tree the day after, I think it's either the day of, I think it's the night of Thanksgiving. After everybody's done eating, we usually put up the tree, I think. And it's not always like the same time, but it's kind of a little tradition that we do. And so I might have my husband get the tree out from the shed and into the decorations and just, you know, have a little decorating party while they're out hunting. Put the tree up at least. Gotta be able to pick up the diamonds, place them. So, yeah, I'm just gonna, I think that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. We're supposed to get snow, and I don't know how much, if there's like a forecasted amount. I'm sure there is. It might even say on my watch. It says a low, Williston right now, 47 and rain. Oh yeah, it looks like it's raining now. Huh. Okay, 47 and rain, and then it's supposed to stay cloudy. And Saturday, I will show you right here. It says snow. Did you see that? No, you don't have to look up. I mean, that's fine. Gotta get the C out. This is my next color. I'm getting this filled in, you guys. I mean, it looks pixelated now, but when I pull back and I show you a finished picture of this row, you're gonna be like, what? It is confetti heavy. And just for those who maybe don't care for confetti, yeah, it has a lot. I haven't seen so far like really any in this whole row, and it's big. I haven't seen like hardly any color blocking on this row. That doesn't mean there isn't some in the painting. I think there is some, but it's very minimal. So yeah, just want to let you know that. And now I know it is confetti heavy, but it is going to be gorgeous when it's done. Absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to see this finished. And my country ladies too. That one's really fun. I've been having a lot of fun with that one, but I kind of stopped that one. I kitted this one up, started it right away, and I just want to get a whole row done, and then I'll go do another row on my country ladies, and I can get through that a lot quicker. Like a row on the country ladies takes me about 3 days, and I am not sure what day I started this. I don't have my paper in front of me, but I mean, I filmed it, so whatever day that was the day that I started this. And that'll be how long it's taken me to get through a day or a row, and that would be like however long it takes me on this video to get through this square. That's literally how long it takes each square. I mean, for the most part. If there's more confetti, of course, it's going to take a little bit longer, but yeah, it's pretty. It takes a little while It takes a little while to get through a square. So just keep that in mind if you want to get this diamond painting. It is absolutely beautiful. Like I said, it looks pixelated up close, but when you pull back and look at it far away or away from your, right up against your face. So it's really beautiful. There's a few more C's, I think. I love this color. It just kind of makes the painting brighter, because it kind of seems like more of a night scene, but it makes the painting a little bit brighter. Let's see. I'm gonna do the bow ties next. You can see this. It looks like a bow tie. Okay. Going to, oh, there's a hitchhiker. There. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, I'll put that up. Take that out. Okay. Let's see. Maybe, oh gosh, yeah, because I keep thinking about like content, and everybody, probably the one video that gets the most views is my haul video, the video where I like unbox a bunch of stuff, and that's gotten the most views, and that's encouraging to me. I love that, and I'm so thankful that it's being watched. Uh, One of the things that I need to do, since I've been kind of on this stash kick, is, gosh, I kind of feel like I'm gonna have to do it in like 2 or 3 different parts because it's very massive. Is my Diamond Art Club stash. Um, I don't know. I'm not sure. One way I thought about doing it was dividing it or doing the stash videos according to designer. And the reason why I say that is because I have everybody does this, okay? For the most part, people get their favorites, their favorite designers, their favorite artists, and they'll, since that art really draws attention to their eye and they really want it, that they'll specifically stick with a a few favorites. So I do have probably about 4 favorite artists, and Chuck Penson and Dona Gelsinger are 2 of them. I so I will have to go through. It would take me probably a full day to organize it. Um, Separate all my paintings according to artist, and just see if one artist, like I like Dominic Davison, I like Abraham Hunter, I like Dona Gelsinger, I like Chuck Penson. I don't like everything by them, but I might have a pretty good sized chunk of Chuck Penson, like literally. So I could probably do one of my stash videos, Diamond Art Club, just on Chuck Penson. And that is no joke. I'm going to have to go through, because I have diamond paintings in there from 3 years ago that I didn't do, that are just sitting in my stash. And I do need to do them. So maybe what it'll do is spark an interest in kitting them up and getting them moving. And so if I go to do when I go to do a stash video of my Diamond Art Club, I think that's how I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it according to artist. And then, if I can get through that, I will show you because I have like 2 from Oraloa, 2 from Aaron's, I think it's Aaron's, I think it's Aaron's Diamond Painting Addiction, I think. I tried to film the Oraloas in an unboxing, and it just didn't go well. It didn't go well at all. So I'm gonna try my hand at it again. But the one of the Oraloas that I have is so large that my workspace that I have currently, it's way too big for it. I can't unbox it because I kept bumping the camera. It would just, I'm gonna have to find another way to do it. This is the next one. Looks like frying bacon. Oh, goodness. And you know, I've kidding this up. I think it was this one. Was it this one? It was a lot of static. There was a lot of static. And just over time with the dryer sheets sitting in the containers, it's really calmed down a lot. It's really made it, you know, the drills are not flying everywhere now. Did I just cover number 5? I think I might have. Got to look. Let me look. Come off of there. Get my tweezers out. I think I might have put the wrong drill in number 5. Yeah, I did. Okay. I'll put it on the right one. There's a little bit of glare on my end, so I'm having a hard time kind of seeing some of it when there's a lot of glare. So this longer WIP and chat is more intended for those who like the longer WIP and chats and, you know, find this interesting. And yeah. Oh, I missed 2 right here. That's okay. I'll go back to them. I'm slowly making my way through. Slowly making progress. This one is a plus sign. And where is it? Here it is. It looks like there's only a. Let me look over it. Not overlook. Let's see. That's number 7. So that's just 2 plus signs right there. Gotta pull this canvas back again. There. I'm gonna put these 2 down. I hope you guys are okay with this camera angle and you can see me placing them. Sometimes the camera angle is the struggle. So the camera angle and finding something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. I'm not a singer, by the way. I love it when Lazy Retired Granny sings, though. When she sings, I just love it. I love listening to her sing. Yeah, I think we're going to try to focus on more. If I start a small one, I might start a small one. I know that sounds ridiculous because I got 2 big ones going. I keep saying how I got to work on those. But I might start a small one and just have it be my easy one, like a Christmas themed. I do have it, that tree one that I opened yesterday, that diamond dots. I can't see. Okay, so I think I want to do a smaller one and have that one. I'm reclamping it. I'm not trying to go out of frame or anything. I'm just reclamping it to hold it down. I think I might do that tree that I opened yesterday. I think it's called the Christmas tree. I don't know why I poured that many diamonds. I only need 1. So I might get that one up. I think that's a full. I think it's a full. I don't think it's a partial. I need 2 of these. I don't think there's any more. Oh, I missed a bow tie right there. That's what happens with confetti. There's always one or 2 that you overlook and have to go back on. Okay, I'm gonna get the gray square. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay, here's another one that's, I know they're 2 different colors, but see, I gotta really pay attention. And that's okay. That's okay. I just makes me kind of stay a little bit more aware. Can't go too deep into thought if I'm going to do these ones down here in the corner. I gotta hold the thing. It seems to want to slide. So I redid my surface. I was using a black, it was like a black, I don't know how to explain it or what to call it. It's just like a little black squishy thing. That's not a very good description. I'm sorry. Oh, words. Okay. Yeah, anyway, it's like a mat board. And it started getting kind of dented, and it looked kind of, I thought it looked kind of tacky. So I went through my, yes, I sew, there's another craft. I went through my material stash yesterday when I was tearing everything apart in my house trying to find those knitting needles. I was like, well, I'm just going to redo my surface. So I pulled out, I had like 5 yards of this material here. I don't know, you probably can't see it, but you know, I think it might work a little bit better, I think, than, you have to just let me know, because I did kind of change it up a little bit. I made the intro and outro yesterday, so I learned how to do that. I downloaded Canva and I learned how to do that, and then I changed the backdrop, so I missed 2 C's. So yeah, the table, I changed the table. There's one there, and I thought yep, there's one up there. There's one there. So you'll have to let me know what you think of my changes. I'm just trying to make it, you know, more interesting for everybody. And they are. There's only a couple of these. And are these fairy dust? Yes. These are fairy dust. Can't really see them if they're laying all over the stinking table. Okay, here. See that shimmer and shine in there? So pretty. I love fairy dust. I just think they are so pretty, and they just give that extra dimension of color that, yeah, the reflections of it. I love fairy dust, and I love the ABs too. So I have to pick up my drills real quick because I spilled a few. Hold on. Okay, I got those all picked up. So the last time, I think I mentioned this, the last time I filmed a WIP and chat, I did a 2-hour WIP and chat. And then when I went to, and my phone has a lot of storage, like I'm not kidding, it has a lot of storage. There's no reason why it should have done this to me. But I went to try to upload it and it said, not enough storage space or something like that. And I'm like, what? No. So I had to go through my phone, and I didn't realize how many games I had on it. I didn't realize that I had to go, I didn't at the time, I do now. I had to go in, I figured it out myself. I had to go into my files and delete previous videos so that it wasn't using up all the memory. And then when I went to upload it, it worked perfect. So now I know that I have to go into my files and just, you know, so everybody else kind of knows, go into your files. There is a frying bacon right there. Go into your files and, you know, clean it up. Delete some of the videos or whatever uploads, unless you have a device that, okay, that was silly, that, you know, you use just for recording. Yeah. So, okay, we're going to do this one next. I think there's only like, yeah, call it the pregnant stick. That one down. There we go. I need the V. There we go. Pretty lavender. Or, I don't know, it kind of looks rosy. It looks a little pretty. I don't know. A while ago, my husband, I have a bag. Oh my gosh, am I bumping you? I'm sorry. Probably been doing that this whole time. Forgive me, forgive me. I have a bag that my husband, I would say, oh, it's my brown, my green bag. Because I look at it and I see like a khaki color, a khaki green or whatever. And my husband's like, that's brown. That ain't green. That's brown. And I'm like, no, it's green. And so I took my bag. This was, oh gosh, it was a long time ago. I'm talking like years, 4 years ago. And I took this bag to my Bible study group that I was in at the time. And I asked them, I said, what color is this bag? Is it green or brown? And they're like, that's brown. And I'm like, why can't you guys side with me? Okay, so I had to give up on that and say it's brown. It's like liar, liar, right? The pen is blue, and like he's trying to lie to himself about the color of the pen, and I'm like, it is it's green. I kept saying it's green, and he's like, no, that's brown. Well, so there you go. I have been known to mistake colors. So, yeah. I'm coming along on this, getting this square done. I can't wait to take a finished picture of this row so you can see how beautiful this painting is going to be, or how much, one thing I noticed that like you could look at a canvas and be like, oh yeah, that's really pretty, and be like, lay down drills on a square of it, and all of a sudden it's like comes to life, like the color becomes very vibrant and it goes from dull to shiny and changes everything. All the look about the painting, that changes it. So yeah, really cool. I hope you guys are like this, kind of see me through the whole process of this painting. I don't know if any of you guys haven't gone over to Lazy Retired Granny's channel. She's great. She cracks me up. She keeps you entertained. She reads your emails, your messages. She just has, and all these channels, everybody's just animal lovers. She's got her dog, and I probably don't talk about my dog as much as some people do talk about theirs. Maybe one of these days I'll just throw a picture on here of my little pup amigo. He's a 13-year-old Chihuahua. Looks like he's getting a little bit of cataracts. He's getting older. But yeah, I think it's Diamonds by Tita and Lazy Retired Granny. They talk about their dogs a lot, and that's really cool. You kind of get to know their pets. And I love that. I love animals, just animals in general. And some people are cat people, some people are dog people. I'm just an animal person. I just think animals, they all have it's like I look at an animal and I see a personality. I don't see just an animal. I see a personality. And I don't know if everybody has that, or they can like see, even in my sheep, I see their personalities. They are hilarious. They crack me up. They have their good days, and they have their bad days. The days where they just go out in the field and they lay down out in the field and they don't want to come in to visit or anything. And then they have other days where they're super social. I just overlooked two. I'm gonna fill those in real quick. Oh, did I see them? They ran away from me. Where are they? You guys are probably, oh, there they are. Probably can see them. So I have my cat in the house. She's kind of, she's funny. She's really funny. She's a long hair tabby. She can be a little crazy like most cats, and really loving, have her loving moments. But I have kids that are, first of all, the smell of like kitty litter, and she's been indoors, the smell of kitty litter can give me a migraine. That's just the scent. Like if it's really perfumey, I can't do it. So I don't even know where I heard it, but someone said they have like 6 cats and they use a specific kitty litter and you don't even know. You can't smell anything. And I thought it was a gimmick. I'm like, no, their litter box always stinks. I mean, no matter what. I've had lots of cats in my life, and their litter box always stinks. So I tried it, and I'll tell you, I will never go back to normal kitty litter, ever. It is called pretty litter, and once you use it, you will never go back. My sister has like 5 cats. Not kidding when I say that. Okay, I'm gonna try to finish up here. My phone is getting bogged down again because it is a long video. So I will try to finish my square real quick. It is starting to get dark here. It is 5:11 now. But I've only got a few colors left, so I'm going to try to finish those off real quick and just kind of, I don't want I tried to delete some stuff because I don't want my video getting cut short again. I want it to be able to upload. So I'll try to be quick. There's a few I overlooked on this one, or one I'm seeing. And then this one is here. So I'm gonna try to be fast here. 61. Is there? Oh, I don't want it to stop recording again. I mean, it's okay. I can edit them together. That's totally fine. But here's this color. If anything, I'll, if it stops recording, I'll just finish up the square and then show you a finished picture of the row, and then just put that in my video at the end there, so you can see what it turned out to be. There is a lot of confetti here, and I think I've said that enough times. Yeah, so here I think in a few hours, my sister's going to come over and we're going to watch that fight. I might just diamond paint. I'm going to get Country Ladies back out and just probably sit there and diamond paint. I mean, yeah, I want to watch the fight, but at the same time, I would rather diamond paint. That sounds silly. On those nights on my last video when I talk about my mom coming over and us watching old movies and stuff together, I diamond paint. I'm like listening more than I'm watching. And by the way, if I change subjects real quick all of a sudden, it's probably because my phone quit recording and I had to push record again. Just so, I mean, I'll try to merge the content as good as possible. But I will have an unboxing, a haul video here shortly. I ordered a few things and I just want to try them. So, I mean, I don't have any I do have fancy pens, but none of those hand turn pens. I don't know. I think on my order, I'm pretty sure I ordered one. I don't know. I can't remember. It's my memory not being true to me. So you guys see, I got this one back out because I missed a few of that one. So yeah. So lazy retired granny, if you're still here at the end of the video, will you please let me know if there's any diamond dots that I have that you saw in my haul video that you have, and we can do them together? What the heck? Where did it go? I know there was another one here. Yeah, because I want to do one with you, and I'll just kind of give you a picture updates or whatever on your email. I'm sure that there was another one of that. Okay, I didn't place that one good enough. Put that back down there. Let's see, I need the arrow. I'm just trying to finish this up quick. Trying to be quick. There's nothing quick about doing confetti heavy diamond paintings. It's kind of like one of those things where I should probably film this in two separate parts, this longer one, because it seems to always use up a ton of memory on my phone, and then my phone like gets slow and I have to delete a bunch of stuff in order to upload, and I don't know. I understand the struggle now. I never understood the struggle until I started creating content, and then I understand the struggle. I did overlook one. Dang it. Oh well, I'll go back to it. It's fine. Fine. It's one thing about confetti is you always overlook some. But yeah. It's one thing about watching the content. There's a whole nother thing about creating the content. So, and kind of like a writer gets writer's block, a content creator you get like content block. Sounds really funny. And another thing is like my nose doesn't run all day long, like nothing. I don't have a problem with that. And then the second that I start filming a video, my nose starts running. And I'm like, now I got the sniffles. And I'm like, another thing is I bring into my room when I'm coming to film, I bring some tissues because I know I'm going to have to like stop and blow my nose. And this is so weird because it only when I come to film that I'm like, wow, that's really annoying. My nose all of a sudden is running. So yeah, my brain stops working and sometimes my mouth goes away with me. And then not just my memory, but then my nose starts running. It's like, okay, is my memory running out my nose? Oh gosh. Okay, I am literally like just a couple of squares away from being done with this one, with this square. Let's see, L is 59. I'm gonna do this bow tie one more time and just throw that one in because it's only one. So it is right here. Okay. And I mean, it might frustrate some people, but if I keep going back to like the same color, but that's just that's how confetti is. Okay, that one goes there. Now I need the dollar sign. The dollar symbol is right here. And just need one. It is right. Where did you go? I swear, they tried it. Right there. Okay. It like, I see it and then it hides. Okay. Now I need this symbol over here. Oh. I did a, it doesn't matter. I can talk about it later, but maybe, you know, I'll kit something up and have a talk with you guys about it. I don't mean to leave you hanging. It's not my goal. Okay. Now I'm getting frustrated. I can see every once in a while, I see what I need to get, and then I can't, and then I lose it. Okay, let's do this slant here. I'll do it quick. This one. Did you guys join any events this season? Like some people are doing one with DAC. I was gonna, and then I think I can still register if I wanted to. I could probably just register this painting, or it can be any Diamond Art Club. But yeah, I haven't like joined any events or anything like that this year. So I think I'm gonna finish up these. I didn't join any events, but you know, they're fun sometimes. And, you know, it's fun to feel like you're working alongside other diamond painters. And it had to be like, I think it was a 30, was it a 30 by 30 or 30 by 40 section at the least. Okay, I think I got all those. I don't know, there's a little bit of glare, so I'm having a hard time really seeing the canvas. I'm gonna do a star. I have one star here that I overlooked, and I will just dip my pen in and grab one. And I need it looks like a broken arrow. Let's see, I'll show you if I can find it. This, like a broken arrow. There you go. There's a few of those. Where did it go? There it is. There's 3 of those. Okay. Sounds like it's getting pretty hopping out there in my living room. Sounds like the kids have their friends over or something. I got 2 of these. That. And then this one, like a button, like a button to push. I hope my microphone, yep, my microphone's still going. Nothing would be more frustrating than to record and not have any sound, right? Okay, this one is this one here. Try to be quick so I can, my camera doesn't, or my phone doesn't like cut me off again. And the second I upload this, get all edited and upload this, I'm just going to delete it from my phone so that my phone doesn't get all slow and weird. Yeah, because I mean, it seems insane to me that it's taking up that much storage space on my phone, but I probably could stand to delete a few more games. It probably would open up some more space if I did that. I need this arrow here. Not quite sure where that's at. There it is, right here. Okay. I have finished diamond painting before and laid it out. Okay, let's try this again. It's pulling the same trick, so I just deleted a bunch of games. I still have games that I probably should delete. I just didn't take the time to delete them before. but that's okay. Okay, here I'm going to do number 5. I've only got a couple. And I mean, I don't know what the heck they're doing out there. Oh, I think they're vacuuming. Maybe they're vacuuming. Getting ready for company. This one's number 5. We got a square here. Throw this one on. There's some up here that I overlooked. Do some of you guys prefer just the smaller ones, or are you pretty flexible? What is this one? Maybe I can see it through the camera. There's a glare that I'm struggling to see some of them. It's right there. Okay. And then this one, it is an AB. And I'm only seeing one of them. And then there's the lowercase n. And there was some down there. I'll just pour a little bit in. So yeah, after I go to the chiropractor, sometimes, not sometimes, almost every time. I mean, I seriously am praying that I don't wake up with a severe migraine in the morning, because sometimes when those vertebrae get moved around, I tend to have a flare the next day. So I'm praying that I don't wake up with a migraine in the morning. I mean, I want to enjoy my day. Here we go with this symbol. And I don't want to spend my day being in severe pain. But at the same time, if I don't go to the chiropractor, it's kind of a precarious situation, because if I don't go to the chiropractor, I'm in pain, and if I do go to the chiropractor, I'm in pain. So it just makes it a little bit complicated. I need the uppercase E. Big E, little e. This does have big E and little e in it. I only need 3 of them, so I'm just going to pull them right out of the pot here. Yeah. Okay, that was number 20, and then I need the hearts. There's only a couple. A few hearts down here. You guys see all this confetti? I must be insane, right? No, it is just fun to me. So this one is the side arrow. It's this one. Got one more of those. Where did it go? There. Yeah, you guys can probably see it way better than me. U. Where's the U? Right here. So uppercase U, and that's the color. I like a mustard color. So I hope I can keep you guys company. I hope I've kept you company. Another thing I want to apologize for is if I ever sound like I'm mumbling, I really apologize. I don't mean to do it. I'm not doing it intentionally. If some of my things that I say don't come out like 100% clear, I just think I kind of get soft-spoken, and I don't realize that somebody's not hearing me, and I apologize. I apologize for that. I'm trying to create good content, and I'm pretty new at this, though I feel like I've kind of, I mean, I can't say that I figured it out. No, that would be a lie if I said I figured it out, and I'm just, now that one is covered up, so that's fine. And the only other one I think that's left is the green square. And then I will get this video uploaded for you, and I hope you enjoy the content. Let me know what you're doing tonight. You know, it is Friday night, and I understand people have a life, you know. Not everybody just sits at home, you know. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, because that's what I prefer to do. But people, you know, they go out with their friends, they go out to dinner. It's Friday night. It's just one of those things. So, you know, I get it if there aren't very many views tonight. I get it. I'm going to take a really quick picture. I have one more. There is like literally like one more right here. So I'll finish with, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I hope I kept you company. And I want you to, if you want to, hit the like button. Like if you like, subscribe if you want. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think, okay? You guys have a wonderful night. And I'll try to film another unboxing here. All right, I'll see you later on the next one. Bye.